Hi, I'm Roberta, and I'm here today with Kraft's new cooking creme. This is Italian cheese and herb. I've used this product, and it's really a delicious product. It incorporates the cheeses and oregano and spices that you would need in any delicious Italian dish. And today, I'm going to be making for you some stuffed shells. And in this pot here, I have about 2 quarts of water. Okay. So I'm going to add about a tablespoon of grapeseed oil to the water so the shells don't stick together and so it boils a little faster. Here I have to prepare my ingredients. I have 3 yellow squashes, 4 cups worth of yellow squash, and I'm going to dice these 3 scallions that will equal about a ½ cup. This is an Italian tomato, and it has basil, garlic, and oregano in it. But this is for the top of the actual shells that are stuffed with our wonderful Kraft product, and to add a little tomato flavor, because I think of tomatoes when I think of Italian, along with those wonderful herbs and cheeses. And I have some sun-dried tomatoes here. I have some eggs, and I'm going to incorporate avocados in it too. We just shred everything in a bowl. And as for the chopping process, we want these onions pretty small because you don't want a big old hunk of onion. And they're actually small shells. This is the shell we're looking at. It says jumbo, but I don't know about jumbo. And we have some ricotta cheese. And then we have an avocado. See how easy that was? You could cut it either direction. Just go around it, because there's a huge seed inside. And give it a little turn, and there it is. And I have a spoon here. I'm going to take this out and dice it up. And we're going to save these 2 to garnish afterwards. Put that right in there. And here we have the scallion that I had chopped up in small pieces. We're going to throw that right in there. It's about a ½ cup. And in this jar here, we have sun-dried tomatoes and olive oil. We're going to take some of these out, and we'll measure that off. That's a 1 cup measuring cup, and that's 1/2. So, and we're going to cut those up because that has a nice flavor and a nice color to add to the dish. And I love tomato. You want to take the best of the best and put that in there. So here we have some ricotta cheese. I'm going to take 2 cups of this ricotta. There's 2. Put that in there. And we have a spoon here. We'll give it a nice little stir. Smells okay. But I'll tell you what, the star of the day is this Philadelphia cooking creme. And this is the Italian cheese and herb. And you take the lid and you scrape it right back in there to save all that goodness. We'll put that in there. Get every drop because it's just, it smells so wonderful. And you know, this is saving me a lot of time. I have some parsley here for garnish, and my oregano is under some snow outside. Because when you buy it at the grocery store, you wind up with a big old package of herbs, and you only need a certain amount for a recipe. And unless you use them within a timely manner, you're going to wind up wasting. Well, if you buy this wonderful cooking creme, it has the herb incorporated in it, and you don't have to worry about that. No mess, no waste, and you save money and time. Drop an egg in there. That egg is a little bit of protein, and when it bakes in the oven, it's going to stiffen it up a little bit to make it kind of thicker. We'll add 2. How's that? 1 more. You need your protein. Okay, so that creme filling is ready. And here we have water. It's starting to boil. I'm going to just dump these shells right in there, real gently, because you don't want to break them. Otherwise, you'll have a lot of snack. Just give it a little stir. Cook these for 10 minutes according to the box, and we will stuff in, preheated the oven to 375 right after I put these noodles on to boil. The noodles have been boiling according to directions. You don't want to overcook them because they will start to break apart and they'll be hard to stuff. Give it a spray with some cold water. Makes it easier to work with. You don't want to work with them too hot, you'll burn yourself. Okay. And this here was our filling. We're going to use a cookie maker, and we're going to fill this up with ingredient. If you don't have one of these, you could use a plastic bag. It makes it easy. It's called piping. You fill the bag up. You cut the corner off the bag just enough to allow the ingredient to slide through easy. And this is to fill the shells. I got this at a yard sale. It cost me a whole $2 for the set. Now, if we could get the lid on, might be why it was $2. Alright, so now we have our pasta here. We'll take one at a time, and we're going to fill these. Now, screw it down just a little bit until the ingredient starts to come out the top. Alright, oops. And we just fill it right up. I'm making a mess, but nobody's perfect in the kitchen. And it's all a lesson to be learned. So we fill that right up, and that's a good amount. It's okay if it spews over just a little bit, because you don't want the bottom of this pan too dry when trying to bake it, because otherwise it could burn on, stick on. A little cooking spray if you like. Unfortunately, I had just ran out and forgot to pick it up at the store. But I'm going to fill as many shells, whole shells, as I possibly can. And I'll be right back with you. As you can see here, I stuffed a tray's worth of shells. The ingredients itself that I had prepared will make 2 of these trays. I'm going to take the one tray and you cover it with saran wrap and you put tin foil over it and you put it in the refrigerator. It will last up to 24 hours. Or you could prepare it the same way and put it in your freezer and it will last 2 months. So the last thing I'm going to do is take these diced tomatoes, just drain them right out. And then we're going to take these tomatoes and we'll try to evenly disperse them over the top of the shells. Now I'll take this and we're going to put it in the oven that's preheated to 375, and we're going to bake that for 20 to 25 minutes until it's bubbly and hot. The pasta's going to come out of the oven in about 1 minute, and I'm going to take and clean an avocado, and I'm going to try and go as smooth to the surface as possible to get one lump, because this here is for garnish purposes. Now in the pan we have at least 6 servings. Alright, and we'll cut that nicely, and we have a little parsley. Now parsley is not really an ingredient, it's a garnish, and garnishes don't count. And I'm going to trim the big stem part off of it, and I'm going to leave the parsley on the side of the dish to make it look beautiful. Now here I go. It's time to take this out of the oven. We'll stop and clear it. It smells absolutely delicious. Oh my goodness, that smells lovely. And we'll take our serving dish. Now, I don't know if you're a big eater or not, and an empty shell would be 7 to a serving, but because these are filled with the wonderful Kraft Crème, I'm going to probably serve 5. Put a little bit of garnish on there. And we're going to take a little piece of the avocado. And we're going to lay that on there. And that's going to be our wonderful dish. And this was made with the new Philadelphia Kraft cooking crème, Italian cheese and herb.